Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good? Hey, I got to get to a meeting, but I wanted to drop you a quick Wisdom Wednesday. Hey, you know how I am. I'm always excited. People always ask me, how you doing? I tell them, phenomenal. This message is for, this message for boys, men, or whoever, but especially to boys. Boys growing up in inner cities like I grew up. It's so crazy because y'all know I'm a big Steve Harvey fan. Well, not just Steve Harvey, but people who are doing successful things, people who are living the life that they were put on this planet to live. I'm just a fan of. So, Steve Harvey, I remember about a year ago going back and forth, and then I decided, wait a minute, why am I going back and forth with them over something I believe? Because I wasn't going to change their beliefs. But we were going back and forth because he had made a comment about Steve Harvey and why are all these people listening to him after he had three failed marriages. And I responded, and usually I don't do this, and I don't do it anymore, but I responded and said, he's exactly the people that the type of person that we need to listen to because he's been through it and he's had an unsuccessful marriage. And so he was like, "No, we need to be listening to people who got successful." And I'm like, we need to listen to them too. But there's something to be said for failure. See, a lot of people look at failure as, man, I failed, so that means I can't do it. But if you notice, Steve Harvey talks about his failure and talks about what he had to do in order to be successful. Success leaves clues. And so I said, it's something to be said for both. I said, matter of fact, I'm listening to him even a lot more. It's just me. I'm listening to him over people who had successful relationships because the unsuccessful relationship is going to prepare me to have a more successful relationship because success leaves clues, and I know from failure you learn how to do it differently and you learn a lesson from it to ultimately put you in a position where you want to be. But real quick, so Steve Harvey he was speaking about how dirt, he was talking about how, a seed, when it's planted into the ground, a seed is planted into the ground, and the seed has to have dirt put on it, has to have dirt put on it. And as it has dirt put on it, eventually that seed grows, but it doesn't grow from the dirt necessarily. It grows because that dirt is actually soil, and the soil provides nutrients. But all in all, it is dirt. He said, so we don't think that we got to go in ground sometime, that sometimes we got to go through stuff and have dirt put on us. But when we start to understand that that dirt is only soil, is nutrients. So the reason why I said this is for boys, for men, is because of this. The block where you were born isn't where you're supposed to stay. People use the block as, man, this the block, this is where I gotta be. I'm not saying you don't go back to the block, but what I'm saying is the block was supposed to be not just dirt and the different things that you had to experience. The dirt, the block was supposed to be nutrients. The block was supposed to give you different experiences that you saw, that you went through, that you were supposed to learn something from so you can do differently and get out the block to be able to learn something else from different exposure that you get over here to give back to the people who are on the block so you can get them to understand that there's a bigger world out there. See, the block is not supposed to limit you. The block is supposed to grow you. But so many times I hear so many young men talking about how they got to defend the block. It's not about just defending the block. It's about learning what you need to do to help the block grow. See, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to learn as much information as I can from people who are exposed to different things that I haven't been exposed to. And then I go back to the block to say, all right, look, there's a big world out there. There's a big world out there. And I need you to understand that it's possible for you to live in this big world, but you can't be confined to the block. Use what you're learning from the dirt, from the different things. Use it as soil to allow you to grow, to experience different things. See, when we experience different things, we can help other people experience different things. All right, there we go. Wisdom Wednesday. Hopefully you got something from this. I need you to share this video with every young man that you know. Make them watch this video. It's 5 minutes. Make them watch this video so they can understand that the stuff that they're going through, the hate, all these different things that people trying to throw on them, that all it is nutrients to help them to grow to the position where they're supposed to be in life. All right? All right. You can live ordinary or you can live extraordinary. Share this video so we can help others put a little extra on their ordinary so they can live extraordinary. Peace.